Good. Good evening, everybody. That was good. My name's Tom Putnam. I'm very proud to be the superintendent of Penfield and also get to be a parent. And I'm so thankful to stand here in front of incredible students and staff. We have the most incredible students and staff across any district I've ever known. And I will go toe-to-toe with any superintendent who argues that they have something better than what we keep doing here in Penfield. So thank you. I wanted to just say a couple of quick thank yous before we get started with our evening. One is a huge thank you to the Office of Curriculum Instruction, who has really worked hard on the arts in education. So we have some students here. We're going to be celebrating in the arts and education. So can give a round of applause to our Office of Curriculum Instruction. And then also for our Office of Human Resources, lots of people together working on this evening to make sure that we double-checked and triple-checked and quadruple-checked, making sure that we had all the names of every tenure and years of service and retirement celebration. We'll probably forget somebody, so I apologize in advance now. But thank you, a round of applause to Human Resources and all the work that they did. If you are retiring or you're heading off, if you know anybody that wants to teach or drive a bus or work in B&G or do anything for the Penfield schools, please make sure you leave and say, you should go and get hired in Penfield, because we are hiring a lot and we're working through that and keeping HR very busy. So I just wanted to say thank you and welcome to the student art recognition as well as the tenure benchmark and retirement recognition. And we will turn over to Dr. Maloney now for arts and education.
Good evening. I am Dr. Maloney, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. I have the pleasure of kicking off tonight's Arts and Education celebration. Now, partnerships are very important to the Penfield Central School District. So much so that partnerships is one of 3 Board of Education goals. In the past 15 years, the Arts and Education celebration has been in collaboration with our community partner, Family First Federal Credit Union. Each year at the elementary level, one piece of student artwork is selected from each elementary school to be honored through the Arts and Education celebration. Well, at the secondary level, 2 pieces of student artwork are selected each year from both Bay Trail and PHS. Through a donation from Family First, once selected, the artwork is photographed. Then that photograph is professionally matted and framed with a plaque recognizing the student, their grade level, and the year. The June Board of Education meeting has traditionally been the district's opportunity to celebrate each student and their artwork. The artwork then goes to the Penfield Family First branch and hangs in the lobby for the entire school year. Each fall, Family First hosts a reception for the students and their families, so the families have an opportunity to experience their artwork hanging in the lobby at Family First. When the school year finishes, the artwork then transitions back to the school at which it was created. Each school has designated an area where the artwork will be hung and become part of that school's arts and education permanent art collection. What an awesome way to not only celebrate student artists, but also to inspire artists of the future. Before I transition, I would like to take a moment to formally thank Family First for their donation and their long-standing collaboration with the district. Please join me in a round of applause for Family First. I would also like to thank my assistant, Amanda Soroyce, as she does a fabulous job coordinating the arts and education program throughout the school year. Tonight's celebration is only a snippet of the entire arts and ed program. Ann Punzi is an art teacher at PHS, in addition to serving as the K-12 art department chair. Anne is an amazing advocate for student artists and the entire K-12 art program. The permanent art collections were her vision, and I would like to formally thank Anne for sharing her vision, and I am so excited we are able to make the permanent art collections happen. Can I get a round of applause for both Amanda and Anne? Now comes the fun part. Let's celebrate some outstanding student artists. Okay, so students, either your principal or art teacher is going to introduce you in your artwork. When your name is called, please come up to the stage. Speakers, please call the student to the stage. Wait for the student to arrive on stage and then introduce the student and their artwork. Once all students have been celebrated, students and their families are to meet Nancy Bradstreet, our Director of Communications, in the hallway, back where you came from, buy your artwork for official district photos. The first student we will celebrate is from Cobbles Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Susan Vatican, and this is Nicole Whitehead, the principal at Cobbles Elementary, and I'm the art teacher. The award this year goes to Marcus Binger. So he's a second grader at Cobbles, and his artwork was chosen out of the whole school. So second graders were learning about the artist Jacob Lawrence. Lawrence was a black artist who lived most of his life in New York City in the 1950s. He liked to paint everyday life there. Second grade students drew and painted everyday life at Cobbles, including recess, specials classes, and their classroom. Marcus drew a picture of himself with his friend Charlie. The painting includes many small details, including his favorite clothing brands, his watch, favorite food, and McDonald's French fries. Marcus loves to draw and really capture the facial expressions of himself and Charlie. Marcus did a great job.
And now we'd like to call Marcus, not Charlie, Marcus up to the stage. Come on up, Marcus.
Here he is. Hi, buddy.
Marcus, awesome job, buddy. Marcus.
Take a bow. Yes.
Please excuse our flow tonight. This is the first time that we have held this in the auditorium. We're used to having it in the cafeteria. We're still working out the kinks. I appreciate your patience. The next student is from Harris Hill.
Yeah, she's here. Hi, I'm Melissa Salatino. I'm the new art teacher here at Harris Hill, and this is Mr. Mark Nelson.
Hello.
We are here to represent Julia Henderson. Julia is one of the kindest, sweetest, most hardworking students, and I just love her to pieces. For our project, the students had to choose an animal that they related to, whether it be based off of personality traits or interests. So Julia chose a dog, and she affectionately titled this piece Luna. And with this piece, she had to create not only a realistic side to the artwork, but also a more abstract kind of polygon geometric side to it. The students were required to learn all about color mixing and different colored pencil techniques, and they had to incorporate it into the artwork. The thing I loved most about Julia was she was so welcome and open to feedback when so many of her peers were busy rolling their eyes at me and saying, "You don't know what you're talking about, Miss Salatino." So I just appreciate all of her hard work, dedication, and just willing to take the constructive feedback and implement it into her art. And I just love you to pieces. And I'm very sad I only get 1 year with her. All right, come on, girlfriend.
Indian Landing.
Good evening. My name is Marcy Ware. I'm the principal of Indian Landing Elementary, and I am here representing Mrs. Maureen Corcoran. She had a commitment with her 2 young sons this evening, and she's our art teacher, could not be here. I would like to invite Molly Harrison up to the stage. Molly Harrison was inspired to create this drawing of a mother and daughter holding balloons after learning about the illustration mashups of Spanish artist Jesuso Ortiz. Ortiz combines found objects with his drawings to create whimsical illustrations. Molly loves the simplicity of her drawing and the addition of the pom-poms. The 3D balloons give her artwork a bold pop of color. Molly is a 5th grade artist who loves to draw and paint. Aside from making art, Molly enjoys reading and dancing. She's looking forward to more art classes in middle school and high school, so look out for her art teachers. Congratulations, Molly.
Nope, you're good. And next is Scribner.
Good evening. My name is Danielle Leager. I'm the art teacher at Scribner, and this is Mr. Hirschler, the principal. The nomination for Scribner this year goes to Adeline McIntyre. So if you can come on up, Miss Adeline. All right. So the artwork shown up there is an untitled piece from this 5th grader, Miss Adeline McIntyre from Scribner Road. This was the student's first piece of her 5th grade year and was created as the cover of her art portfolio. So students were given a choice of materials and completely open subject matter to visually demonstrate their identity or interests. Adeline chose a neutral construction paper as her base, and she used colored pencils as her medium. Adeline is an exceptional artist with a great understanding of color blending, proportion, composition, and a lot of creative ideas. Along with being an outstanding artist, Adeline enjoys spending time with friends, often playing video games with them. She loves animals, reading, and she plays the trumpet. She's funny, smart, energetic, and extremely talented. She should be very proud of her achievements this year, and it is an honor to display her artwork in the Arts and Education Permanent Student Art Collection. Good job.
And next we have Bay Trail.
Good evening. I am Rob Snyder, the proud principal at Bay Trail, and I am here to present to 2 amazing artists. My first artist is in the back here on crutches. So Moon, if you don't mind, you can wave or come up. So I have Moon Ackman here. She is currently an 8th grader at Bay Trail. She's one of our most talented students who is self-motivated and always works hard to produce her best artwork every day. In Art Adventures, an elective at Bay Trail with Miss Simmons, she created this beautiful portrait of a skater in scratch art. The focus was to learn this. One more round of applause. So again, she created this in Art Adventures, one of our electives at Bay Trail with Miss Simmons. The focus was to learn about the style of Gustav Klimt and to use Art Deco designs and patterns to create an interesting composition drawn using only scratch tools. The skater depicted is collaged and pasted in the photograph. Moon succeeded in every way, and her designs are intricate and beautifully done. Thank you. There we go. Our next artist is Mia Giordano. She's not here tonight with us, but Mia is also currently an 8th grader at Bay Trail and is extremely talented in drawing, painting, and sculptures. She's self-motivated and loves creating art whenever she can. Mia completed this self-portrait in Art Explorations with Miss Hostler. The focus was to learn about drawing the face in proportion with a likeness to the subject reference. Using a range of drawing pencils, blending stumps, and erasers to explore shading and highlighting techniques were additional objectives for this assignment. Great job, Mia.
And PHS.
Good evening. My name is Leanna Watt, and I'm the principal here at Penfield High School. Our first student that I'd like to call to the stage tonight is Selma Elias. If you could come on up. Perfect. Thanks. Selma, I don't know if you know this or not. You might not have known this, but while you're coming up here, I'll tell this quick story. This piece, actually, when Mrs. Punzi was framing them and hanging them around the school, actually, I kind of stole it from my office. So for the better half of the school year, it was actually hanging in my office, so because I liked it that much. So I'm just going to read some of the comments from Selma's teachers. Selma is currently a sophomore at PHS and is extremely talented in drawing and painting. She's self-motivated and works in the art studios whenever she can. Selma completed this self-portrait in a drawing class with Miss Cox. The focus was to learn about drawing the face in proportion and with a likeness to the subject reference, making color choices for accuracy and to convey emotion, and layering color pencils to explore technique were additional objectives for this assignment, and Selma succeeded in every way. Congratulations to you, Selma. Next, I'd like to call up Walter Essie. Walter's piece was color pencil and acrylic paint on paper, and some of the remarks from Walter's teachers are as follows. Walter is a senior here at Penfield High School that stands out in every way possible. He has taken many of the art courses offered at PHS during his 4 years. His talent sets the bar for everyone else to reach. He's curious, inventive, and an asset in any learning environment. This drawing was completed in portfolio preparation with Ms. Punzi. He worked from a photograph, beginning first with a light wash value study in burnt sienna acrylic paint. Color pencil was used to next fully develop the image. Congratulations to you, Walter. Congratulations.
Thank you to those who presented. Students and families, please go stand by your artwork for your official district photo. I believe another round of applause for our students. As our families are transitioning, we will begin our tenure, benchmark, and retirement recognitions. I'm going to hand this off to Dr. Putnam.
We actually could have done this without any mistakes, but we like to show people that it's okay to make mistakes, whether it's in the classroom or on a stage for such a celebration. But one more round of applause for our students and their families as they head out. Dr. Maloney did mention that many times. This is the first time we've done this event outside of a board meeting in the auditorium. Everything we're about to see in terms of tenure, years of service, and retirement, I like to pretend that I have a lot of power, but there's 7 people I want to quickly recognize, and that is our school board. And so I know they're sitting up front, and they'll probably not be happy, but if you could stand up, if we could get a round of applause for our school board, who really is the community volunteers behind all this work. And we have our president, Miss Lisa Benatti-Chidsey, who will be here shaking hands, not just for herself, but for the entire board. So her handshake is really 7 handshakes. And I'll turn it over now to Dr. Kenny.
Thank you, Dr. Putnam. Good evening, everyone. My name is Steve Kenny. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources here in the Penfield Central School District. It is my pleasure on behalf of the district to recognize our staff who have earned tenure, completed benchmark years of service awards, and those beginning a new chapter in their life and retiring from the district. But before we begin, I just want to take a moment to thank a couple of the departments and individuals that helped make tonight happen. First, I want to start with the HR team. I don't know if any of the HR team is here tonight in the auditorium right now. I think they're outside taking care of some things, but oh, they're back here. All right. All right, well, they're back here. Can we just get a brief round of applause for them? I'd also like to thank other members of the district office team. Without your help, we could have not have pulled tonight off. A couple things to keep aware of is that all of the benchmark years of service awards that are wrapped so nicely over there, I didn't do one of those, so like they're responsible for all that wonderful wrapping. I'd also like to give a round of applause and recognize our food service. If you had one of their brownies or cookies out there, you'll know that many are asking for the recipe. They are sworn to secrecy through Angela Dunson. She brought over a very top secret recipe for both brownies and cookies. So help yourself on the way out if you did not take advantage of the opportunity to have one of those amazing sweets. The way that tonight's going to work is we're going to call up buildings by alphabet. Principals, we got that? Okay, buildings by alphabet. I'm going to ask the building principal to stand to my right. We'll hand out our 10-year benchmark and recognize our retirees. As you get called up, please remain on stage. So you can just cycle through and we'll make a line so that we can get one quick photo op, family members, anyone that wants to get a picture of our retirees, 10-year benchmark award winners, okay? So Nicole Whitehead, if you wouldn't mind coming right up and joining me. Nicole Whitehead, principal at Cobbles Elementary School. You can give her a round of applause if you'd like. We're gonna begin, so if you're receiving an award for Cobbles tonight, you might wanna start making your way over, but we're gonna begin with our tenure recognition with Shannon Ely. I'm not sure if we allowed noisemakers tonight, but we're going to let it go for this celebration, okay, Mrs. Osgood? Victoria Keenan, come on down. And Dina Torcello-Berry, come on down. Congratulations. We'd like to recognize our 20-year benchmark award winners. Now, not everyone is here tonight, but I'm still going to announce their names. So as I mentioned before, we have some gifts of appreciation over here on the table. For 20 years of service, you get a Penfield Central School District glass. What you put in the glass is up to you. I can't comment on that, but it's a 20-year award winner. You get a glass. So congratulations to Scott Kazel, Jean Parsons, and Susan Vatican. Yep, that's Mrs. Osgood, everyone. Yep, a wonderful first grade teacher over there. For 25 years of service, 25-year benchmark. We'd like to recognize Tiffany Bersacchio. She will be a recipient of a Penfield Central School District water bottle. It's really important to stay hydrated in the classroom. We probably should give that to you in year one, but oh well. And then our retirees, we'd like to recognize Mary Fiano and Donna Gallmeyer. Both are not here tonight, but we'd love to give them a round of applause. And that completes Cobbles. Thank you so much, Cobbles. Mr. Nelson, would you mind coming up? All right, we're going to quick picture up. The next school that we'd like to announce is Harris Hill Elementary School. Receiving tenure this year is Carmen Carrestio, Suzanne Cashmere, Emily Karazidis, Sean Lebu, and last but not least, but who is here, Jamie Udacek. $15-year benchmark recognition goes to Jackie Dreschler and Lisa Edberg, both recipients of the district tote bag. $25-year benchmark, once again the water bottle, Pamela Reben Facklem and Mr. Mark Nelson. Wait till after, because Tom's got some. Mark's a double recipient, so. All right, twice. We're going to make him walk twice. Celebrating 35-year benchmark, 35 years of service in the district, Veronica Gamby. The recipient of a district travel cooler. It's empty. It's empty, though, just to be clear. And last but not least, our retirees from Harris Hill Elementary School. We'd like to begin with Marion McAlpin. Dr. Putnam.
Quick change. We have one other retiree that all retirees are important, but this individual has been at this gig in Penfield for longer than I've been in education, and I know he was elsewhere before landing in Penfield, but was one of the first principals I met when I started as an assistant principal. I've seen him absolutely wow PTAs and teachers and students alike. People know very well if they ever went to Harris Hill within the last 25 years. A round of applause for Mark Nelson and his retiree.
And that is Harris Hill's recognition. I'd like to move on to Indian Landing Elementary School. I'd like to have Mrs. Ware join me on stage. I'd like to begin with our tenure recognition with Amy Avery, Caitlin Barrigato, who I know is here, Grace Crowell, Abigail Johnson, Marissa Nevins, and last but not least, Janine Picard. Celebrating 15 years in service in the district, Stephen Newman. Stephen's not here. 25-year benchmark, Aaron Wade and Julie Harney. Water bottle. 30-year benchmark recognition, Amy Michelle Camanzo and Colleen McDermott. Recognized with a district blanket, by the way. You're all set. I'm gonna go over and get it. All right, quick photo op for Indian Landing. The next building we'd like to recognize is Scribner Road Elementary School. Thank you, Mr. Hirschler, for joining me here on stage. We'll begin with our tenure recognition. Congratulations to Brittany Haight, we also have Brian Maroney and Christine Vetter celebrating tenure. They're not here tonight. 15-year benchmark recognition, Allison Stat. Catherine Stevens. And Catherine Vick. Twenty-year benchmark recognition. Congratulations to Donna Harrington. Sharon Frederick. We also want to recognize for 20 years Richard Lab Jr., Alice Malella, and Kimberly Walczyk, who are not here tonight. 25-year benchmark. Congratulations to Darlene O'Connor. I'd also like to recognize for a 25-year benchmark, Meg Madison, who's not here tonight. 30-year benchmark, Joanne Howard. It's a blanket. Joanne said she was hired when she was 10. I'm just saying. That's what she's sharing with all of us. Retirees, we'd like to recognize Mary Brickle and Jennifer Mattis, who both could not make it tonight. Thank you, Dr. Schneider, for joining me. We're going to continue with our presentation for Bay Trail Middle School. For tenure, I'd like to recognize the following staff members. Congratulations to Ryan Dam and Kathleen Maney. Fifteen-year benchmark recognition. Danielle Cote. Kayla Dietrich. Matthew Doy. Chris Grayevsky. Benjamin Griffin, Kristen Keeley, Mary McClellan, and Allison Parr all could not be here tonight. 20-year benchmark recognition. I do not believe that anyone receiving this award's here tonight, but congratulations to William Allen, Tanya Bernaducci, Tammy Carter, Jennifer Lederhaus, Kim Romano, and Michelle Zaccolino. 25-year benchmark. Congratulations to Anthony Kerr and Paulina Brecker. Thirty-year benchmark recognition goes to Amy Wilson. I don't believe Amy's here tonight. Round of applause for her. 35-year benchmark recognition goes to Antonia Scalise. Fabulous 35 years. I'd like to recognize our retirees from Bay Trail. Some are here with us, some were not able to make it, but congratulations to William Allen, Karen Burkus Graham, Cheryl Georger. I know Cheryl's here. Sharon Liotta. Antonia Scalise, come on back over. All right, she's got it. Michelle Smith. And John Yannick. Oh, excuse me, Sandra Thorpe, come on down. Sorry, Sandy. And last but not least, John Yannick. You're all set, buddy. Go to the... One name that we did not read but is not here tonight is also retiring, John Leone. Great, thank you. I'd like to invite Leanna Watt up to the stage, principal of Penfield High School. All right, tenure's there, and the other gifts are there. Let's go. I'd like to begin with our tenure recognition. Congratulations to John Costello. I do not believe he's here tonight, but congratulations. Carrie Crawford. Oh, there she is. There she's coming. No need to run. Savor the moment. Gotta love it. Well deserved. Emily Donnells. Tracy Savine. And last but not least for tenure, Shannon Tidings. Fifteen-year benchmark recognition goes to Kevin Leiston, Jamie Myrna. I know Jamie's here. Deborah Miller Collins. Not here, yeah. Elizabeth Coyce. And Teresa Licardi. Twenty-year benchmark recognition goes to Timothy Abraham, Teresa Finlayson, Brandon Fox. I was going to say that. Christy Giancurcio. Marcus Hartel, Deborah Horowitz. We also have David King and Robert Young celebrating their 20-year recognition. 25-year benchmark goes to James Hahn, Elizabeth Smith, John Shembry, and Richard Schmidt. 25-year benchmark. And retirees include Lisa Henry and Beatrice Lynch, otherwise known as B. Thank you, Mrs. Watt. I'd like to ask George English to join me on stage. I know that he's here. Come on down, George. This time we'd like to recognize years of service for our Buildings and Grounds members. 15-year benchmark includes Melody Atwood, Zygmunt Urban. Neither could make it tonight. 20-year benchmark recognition, Joseph Brizzi and Villafone Vong Savath. And 25-year benchmark, we'd like to recognize Mikola Schur. Thank you, George. You're all set. Yep, thank you. Dr. Driffel, would you like to come up? For district office, we'd like to recognize our 20-year benchmark, Thomas Ebert and Lily Schur. Neither. Marty said she was coming, so. 25-year benchmark recognition, Marty Morrow. I'd like to invite our Director of Food Service, Angela Dunson, for our food service recognition. And I don't think she's here, so I'll read the name for her. Recognition for a 15-year benchmark goes to Carmelina Scarone. All right, and our last department to recognize is transportation. Mike Gala could not be here tonight, but I will read the names for him and recognize those coming to the stage. So 15-year benchmark, we'd like to recognize Karen Long and Richard Remming. Twenty-year benchmark recognition goes to Joan Gilman. "25 years of keeping kids safe on the road. Congratulations to Raymond Hart." And retirees, he couldn't be here tonight, but congratulations to Mario Fioravanti. And that is the last of our recognition for the evening. We want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Dr. Putnam, I'm not sure if you have a closing words, but we're getting ready to go to a board meeting. You all can come if you'd like. Okay, all right, there's that.
Just gonna a round of applause for all of our recipients tonight and all of the years of service, tenure, and retirement. Thank you. If there are any people who just received tenure, please know that 35 years is a really nice cooler tote, okay? So we all have something to look forward to. Thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. Board members, you do have to go back down to the library for a board meeting. Everybody else, enjoy the night. Thank you very, very much.